Today we are reacting to this lady off of TikTok who came on the internet and told the wildest story. And honestly, it's not even funny, but I just had to come on here and talk about it. So this is Tish Monster on TikTok. She came on here and told the internet that her husband's mom went and got a tattoo of three apes on her arm to signify the alleged love she got for her grandchildren. Y'all, I I just I was shocked by the story. So this woman, she's biracial. Her husband is biracial as well. So the children of course have black features. Like, this is disturbing to me on so many levels, because if she so boldly went out and got these tattoos, I can't imagine what this grandmother has been saying around her grandchildren when their parents aren't around. I can't imagine how she treats them when their parents aren't around. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at her videos. This is the video that she did after she told the story time. And then we also learned that she's pregnant again. So let's take a listen.
I've been sitting on that for months. And I have felt gaslit and invalidated this whole time. And I crashed the fuck out yesterday and I posted it because I was tired of feeling like I was crazy.
You're
when
not
I know
crazy.
I'm not. And I needed some validation and I got it. Yes, I am pregnant and I will be getting a divorce.
As you should.
This tattoo is not the reason. It's not the main reason why we're getting a divorce. There's been a lot of things to make me want a divorce before the tattoo even happened. And now that happened, it's just like, he didn't like it either. He didn't like it either, but I didn't feel like he was 10 toes down behind me and my boundaries about it.
Wow.
So yeah, I kind of, too sober for this, lost my shit, crashed out a little bit, posted that crazy ass tattoo for the internet. I don't know, man. I just felt like I was pushed. I had no other choice. I was literally, I thought I was going to literally lose my fucking mind.
Let's be clear. The tattoo is not where this all started. I believe this has been going on, these microaggressions. Well, to be honest, there's nothing micro about this tattoo. This lady, his mother has probably been doing little sneak stuff for years. This did not just start with the tattoo. She talking about she crashed out. Girl, that is a valid reason to crash out. That is insane. That woman is your children's blood relative. She's not some random racist lady off the street. That's their grandmother. Can you imagine the type of conversation she's sitting back having with her girlfriends or, other white family members? That is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. And she's talking about oh, my husband didn't like it either. Okay, he didn't like it, and then what happened? What did he do? I understand that's his mom, but sir, your mom is racist. Let's look at some of these comments. Now, hold on a minute. She had no shame when she got that tattoo design. She had no shame when she got it permanently put on her body. That's the part that got me. It's not one of them tattoos that you get some water and you could scrub it off your skin. It's ink. And you posting it was a crash out. She's clearly proud of it, which I believe, and wants the world to see it and see how she views her grandkids. I see nothing wrong with how, I don't see, and I feel like that's the reason, because she deleted the original story time. She has removed it from her TikTok, but we still have the other videos to go off of. This lady says, as a white woman, your kids are not safe around her. Wow. Please have it in writing that they cannot be around her in your custody agreement. I agree with that. I don't think they're safe with her either. Your husband being okay with it is so telling. Self-hatred. I mean, look who his mother is. Her husband is biracial. This is all he knows from his family.
When she first got that tattoo, I asked her to cover it up. And at first she told me no. And I said, cool. I just don't know. didn't really say too much about it. The next day, she said, hey, I'll cover up around you. I'm so sorry. I was like, cool, I want to cover it up everywhere around me. Not just my home, everywhere. She said, cool. That's not what happened. Ended up moving back home. I would be in other areas of town and of gathering, and I was trying to be civil for the kids, for my husband, trying my best to just deal and not.
Why do
but
you
nobody
have to,
was taking it seriously.
I'm gonna pause this real quick. Why did she have to deal with it? Why do she have to sit with that? I feel like her husband did not stand 10 toes behind her, and that bothers me. That lady was walking around with that tattoo, not having a care in the world. She did not care. I feel like she was wearing it loud and proud. She was treating it as a conversation starter. That is insane. And you sitting there have to deal with it and keep your mouth shut to keep your family afloat. Yeah, they was definitely playing with you, sis.
Seriously, enough. I would go to another family member's house and she would have it out. I would go to a little bar where it's like a very small town. So every day there's like a routine for somebody in the family to go somewhere and have a couple drinks. Sometimes I would go up there so the kids could see grandparents and stuff for like an hour. The thing would be out. I'd be staring at it. One day I was just having a bad fucking day. And we were at another family member's house and it was just out looking at me. I was already mad at my husband because I had to get 3 kids ready by myself for the day and be over there at a certain time. By the time I pulled up, everyone was asking me where I was at. Like, nobody else had to get 3 kids ready by themselves. Anyway. Fucking... And I felt like I kept trying to avoid her at this place. And she kept following me places. And I fucking realized, I'm fucking mad. You have this stupid tattoo just staring at me. Leave me alone. That's not what happened. And then I just felt like nobody was on my side at all. And I feel like nobody could fucking understand, besides my family, how fucking serious this fucking tattoo is. Like, I felt like I was losing my fucking mind, right? So then I finally like crash out a little bit and I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be around you anywhere, anytime without you covering that fucking thing up, right? And she was like, at first, like, no. And I'm like, fine, like, don't expect me to want to be around you anywhere. Nobody else asked me to go fucking around her with that fucking thing uncovered. All I'm asking is that she cover up with like a sleeve. I'm not asking that she cut her arm off. I'm not asking that she fucking get another fucking tattoo covering it. Just like get like a fucking compression sleeve and cover it the fuck up everywhere around me. Like, the fuck? So... my husband's grandparents' like 60th anniversary party is coming up, and like I'm getting asked if I'm going, and I'm saying no, I'm not going. And she's like begging me to go, and I'm like, until you can tell me that you are going to cover up, I'm not going. I'm not saying nobody can't be around kids. I've never said you can't be around kids. I never.
Wait a minute. Why do you even want Why do you want your kids around her? Is it just me? Like, I'm sorry. I'm petty as heck. There is no way I would send my children to be around this woman. I don't care if she's the grandmother. You got monkey tattoos on your arm trying to portray them as my children, and you talking about I didn't say she couldn't be around the kids. You are an idiot. Because there's no way this lady would be around my kids.
But the kids can go to the fucking party. I'm not fucking going. She finally broke down, was like, I'll get the sleeve. I just want everyone together. Fine, whatever. We go. She covers it up. I shut the fuck up. I just mind my fucking business, right? Like, 3 weeks passed. This past, like, week was my husband's birthday, okay? We fucking go over there. Not like I popped up. Not like I was uninvited to her home, right? And my plan was... I didn't know if she was going to cover up in her own home. And I was not going to demand it. But I was going to drop off my kids and just leave if she was uncovered. I wasn't going to say nothing. And so I freaking bring one baby in. And she's uncovered. And I turn around to get the other baby, and I'd say to myself, if she's still uncovered by the time I walk back in here with this other baby, because we have twins, if I walk back in here with this other baby and she is not covered up, I am going to leave. So I turn back around, bring the other baby in. She's coming out of her room from putting the sleeve on. Great. I shut the fuck up. I don't say anything. I go on about my business. Mind you, it's just mind-blowing that you wait until the last second for me to get there when you invited us over. And you know how I feel, but whatever.
It's giving she wanted her to see the tattoo. I feel like this grandmother is evil. She is wicked. I feel like she's doing this just to mess with this woman. I don't know why. I don't know what the animosity is about. But there is clearly some underlying animosity going on here. I would be curious to know her reasoning behind the tattoo. You sat down one day and was like, oh, I got it. 3 apes on my arm. That's my grandchildren. Like, what made you, what led you to come to this conclusion that this was a good idea?
Whatever. And I just fucking lost it, man. I just fucking lost it. I had decided over something else, a little argument me and my husband had this week, that it was time. It was time. And I didn't feel like... I feel like I know there's women in that family, and I know that they all think my husband is a golden boy. And how could he ever do anything wrong to make anybody want to divorce him? I get it, they're his family, whatever. But I also knew that they're all over there, like, talking shit. Because I know those women, right? And so I was just like... You married into the family. You need to tell them how you've been treating me. And so he included me, his grandmother, and his mother in a group chat. And he brought up a couple things that had happened over the years. And then he brought up, the tattoo and stuff. And that's all they wanted to address to me was how this fucking tattoo, not the way that he treated me, the couple things that he had said. Yes. Sorry, I'm staying at my dad's tonight. I had to go back and rewatch and see where I was at. All they wanted to talk to me was about this fucking tattoo and how I needed to, like, get over it.
Get over it.
Stuff. And I was just like, you know what? If y'all are so proud of this fucking tattoo and y'all think nothing is wrong with it, post it. Post to the internet that you got a tattoo of your black grandchildren as fucking apes. And the thing is, I am not so sensitive to where I don't understand that it is very common for, like, little babies at first, like, oh, that's like a little, like, cute little I get it.
What?
I'm not
No.
sensitive.
What did you just say?
I've never addressed sensitive to where I don't understand that it is very common for, like, little babies at first, like, oh, that's like a little, like, cute little I get it.
I have never seen any baby, no child, and said, oh, that's such a cute little monkey. I have never seen a child, and that was the first thing on my mind. She sounds brainwashed herself. Ain't no way that's the logic or the reason they came up with. Well, they look like little monkeys when they're babies. What? This pissing me off.
I'm not that fucking sensitive. However, I've never addressed that because they are also very fucking sensitive. And if I had said, hey, I don't want you to call him that, they would have called me sensitive. I was over exaggerating. She's just so woke, blah, blah, blah. And now they're mad that I never said that. Anyway, so fucking I told her to post it. I was like, if you're so fucking proud of it, post it. I gave her an hour after I said that.
She didn't post it?
Because I'm just like, I'm fucking tired of the goddamn games, okay? Y'all making me feel crazy. I didn't feel like he was 10 toes behind me. It was just, he didn't like it either, but I did not feel like he was 10 toes behind me in my fucking boundary, my very simple boundary of just covering the fuck up and shutting the fuck up and stop testing her about it. But I didn't feel like I had that. Felt like I just kept getting little pokes. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I did. It's crazy. I might go back and, like, delete a couple videos and redo them because I've been a little emotional this weekend. From now I'm keeping everything up because it's just real. Like, it's just real as fuck. And it's just what the fuck's been happening. And sometimes you just need to let people know. And it sucks. It's so messy. I am mildly embarrassed just because it's like sucks, but like nobody fucking checked them the way they needed to be checked, and they kept fucking dancing around it, and just I lost it. Okay. It is what it is at this point. It is what it is.
I feel like all her feelings are valid. What I don't like is that it wasn't addressed when it first happened, because now it's an issue. Because she's now fed up, it's now become a bigger issue, and they're like, well, why didn't you say something before? Y'all need to stop letting these white people play with y'all. Y'all really do. Y'all have got to stop. And, you know, when you laughing and you giggling and stuff, a lot of that stuff they be doing, it's not jokes. They not laughing with you. They laughing at you. There is no way this grown woman thought it was absolutely cute and cool to get monkey tattoos of her grandchildren. Part of me wondering what the tattoo artist was thinking. Obviously, they probably wouldn't turn the person away, but I don't know. I'm just curious to know if she had told the tattoo artist the story behind, behind her getting a tattoo. If your husband is not standing up for his children and wife, he's complicit in the racism 100%. I believe this is probably a man who has never defended her, who has never stood up for her as it regards his mother. And I would 100% be divorcing him. 100%. Because it's one thing not defending your wife, right? It's another thing not protecting and defending your minor children. Like, she has 2 babies. She has babies.
Hey, y'all, so someone found the artist for me, and I was able to reach out to him and ask him a few questions. The artist had absolutely no idea that this was happening. He was genuinely shocked. He did this tattoo 4 months ago for her, and all she had told him was that it was for her grandkids. He said, he doesn't get involved in, asking clients too many questions. I asked him if she showed him a picture of us. He said no. He's genuinely shocked. I do not want any hate to go to this poor man. He's just a dude, I feel bad for the guy. I really do. And I don't want any hate sent his way, because he honestly had nothing to do with her decision to get that tattoo. All he did was the work. He didn't know anything. So if you have sent him anything, please rescind it, take it away. The man had nothing to do with this, and I don't want that poor man affected from my mother-in-law's horrible racist decision. Hey, y'all, so someone found the artist for me, and I was...
So, one thing about the internet, they don't play. The internet is undefeated. These people went and found the tattoo artist. How? How did y'all find the tattoo artist? So let's look at some of the comments. Someone said, they're saying your husband is a Trump supporter, meaning you knew what type of family he came from. Girl, why you come on here pretending like you didn't know what was up? You knew what kind of backwoods family you married into, sis. The lady said, I'm not blaming you, but are we really surprised? Well, I hope she come back and answer that. Laser tattoo removal would be the only apology that would be acceptable. I 100% agree with it.
First things first, I just want to say that I am floored by the amount of support that I've been receiving about this, and just making me feel valid. Fucking crazy. That I just want to say that there is a lot of context and nuance missing that I wish I could say, but I have to get a divorce from this man. I have to protect things so I can get through this, and once it's all over, hopefully I can give nuance and context about all of it. But I can only talk about my husband in regards to this tattoo situation, because I have to navigate. But my husband is not white. He is also mixed. We grew up very differently. He only knew his mother's side of the family, and I have heavy involvement from my entire family, my entire life.
So I'm gonna pause her there. He was raised by a bitter white woman who was mad that the black man that she chose to procreate with left her and the baby. She probably raised that man to hate his own color. Who knows how her husband was brainwashed.
And it's just insane. I had told him I wanted a divorce a few days ago because we got into it about something else, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then by Friday, I was just like, fucking done. Everything was just like hitting me. I was losing my shit. And fucking finally I had told her, like, if you're so proud of this thing, like, fucking post it. And she didn't, so I did. And I forgot I had set up cross posting from my Facebook to IG. And
so it went everywhere?
Because I keep things mostly on Facebook as far as like pictures and everything for the kids, because I got family all over the country. And it's just I had posted a couple angry cryptid TikToks, and freaking I got a couple questions about, like, are we talking about this tattoo that I saw on your Instagram? And I was like, we can talk about it. Yeah, so I wish I can give all the details and answer all the questions, but I have to get through this, and hopefully one day I am able to say what the fuck went on in my relationship to condition me to have these reactions. That,
girl, by one day we ain't gonna care. We need the story now.
Just fucking insane, okay? But thank y'all so much for validating that I am not fucking crazy. My family members, my close friends have been validating me this whole time, okay? But they were not getting it. And I had had enough. I don't even think they still get it. I think they're fucking embarrassed.
I'm embarrassed
I hope
for
you guys
you.
have a good day. First things first,
I'm embarrassed for you. This entire situation is messed up, and it's really sad that it's gonna lead to her and her husband, you know, them parting ways, especially, like I said, with her having a baby on the way. But this is what happens when you ignore red flags. People show you who they are immediately. We choose to see what we want to see. I wish her the best. I hope that she protects her peace during this pregnancy. She keeps saying, I never said I would keep my kids away from them. They might want to figure out some type of custody situation, bring this to the courts or whatever. I don't know if the tattoo will hold any bearing, but I don't think it's right to have these children thinking they look like apes, you know, and who knows what she's even saying to these children. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.